And now, your defending Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles!
Project S, this ain't what you want.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get the preseason started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. A season for Jalen Hurts took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And for a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, that young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time, running out of that tunnel, these games go a long way, not only to making this current roster, but trying to make a career out of playing in the NFL.
Pick up a 2 on the last run. Here's 2nd and 8.
Great, set. 180.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, man out of the University of Washington. Here's Jake Browning.
There's so much conversation around the NFL, Mike, about the importance of these preseason games, and while the final score certainly doesn't matter, there is the evaluation of your roster, your personnel. You can't replicate these live reps and simulate them in practice, so these are your moments. Go out, play fast, play confident, build those reps that you need so when the regular season comes around, you're ready. So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Here's P-Rock. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now Browning. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and we come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over now for the second time. And Greg, week 1 here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
So we hear these stories.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Logan Wilson getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
A run up the middle with Bixby. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Third down, they'll go with Shipley. And good work defensively. We'll stop this one after a gain of 5, and it will be 4th and long.
Considering the down and distance, this is nothing more than just a safe play to see if he can break a tackle or two and just add yardage to the subsequent punt. They're all over it defensively, and they're going to bring him down well short of the line of game.
Here's Braden Mann now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Bengals offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Here's Browning. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Marcus Epps up from the secondary to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll find Andre Yosibas. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
So after being unable to pick up the first down on 3rd down, now they have a decision to make. And, Mike, I think we're seeing this play out all across the league. When you cross midfield, you really enter 4-down territory. I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the field position, maintain possession, and see if you can get a fresh set of downs.
Here's Ryan Rico now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this 3rd drive. Hurts. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
on second down. Hurts. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked.
It was a black brand national, being rational, giving what they asked for. But not enough. You solid, but not enough. You better reach them, but not enough. Say you bigger than myself.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Somebody gotta go it. Somebody gotta go it.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Jackson now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
This ain't what you want.
Don't touch that. I know you with that. Don't touch that.
And the big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
2nd and 10.
Great. Set. I know you with that. Don't touch that.
They'll run with Bigsby. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
I know you with that.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He gets this complete to Granson. 18 yards on the connection. Good for an Eagles first down.
That's good for Eagles. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the end.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Straight ahead, it's Bigsby. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Great. Set. I know you with that. Don't touch.
Once again, it's Bigsby. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Oren Burks there on the stop.
That's a gain of 1. Brings up 3rd.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Don't touch that. 180. Don't touch.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Open man, right side. He's got it. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Philadelphia.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Great. Set. Hey, let's go.
They'll run the toss with Bigsby. Not much much happening there. Just a short gain.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
No touch it. On anyone hit. No touch.
So Reed, and it's a give to Dillon. I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
Pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? To throw is Hurts. We'll try to set up the screen here with Shipley. Give him 13 on that screen play and a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
1st and 10.
Great, set. On anyone hit. No touch.
A give. Here's Dillon. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Here's a handoff to Bigsby. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Great, set. On anyone hit. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Dillon. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits, what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal.
Great, set. On anyone hit.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. It is brought in the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Philadelphia. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles move out in front by a point. It's 7-6.
Bengals 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 10. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. So we are through one here on Thursday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. First carry here, and it's Taj Brooks. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Eagles offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. This is Shipley. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Dax Hill up from the secondary to end the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Howell. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll give it here to Shipley. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Howe. That's caught. It's Calcaterra. And he will score! Brent Calcaterra
mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will take a 14-6 lead.
Bengals 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll drop to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
That one taken in by Burton. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
60 bicep.
On first and 10, here's Brooks. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Another try with Brooks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
McPherson now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bengals move back to within 1.
Eagles 14. Bengals 13.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Shut up.
to Shipley. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Another carry here for Shipley. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Josh Newton in there on the tackle. Second and 7.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Once again, they'll give it to Shipley. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Returnable from the 17. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Give inside, it's Brooks. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo. They start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Howell. the tight end, Granson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Throwing is Howard. This one caught by Mexi. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
That's down the field and taken in by Granson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
A gain there of 27 yards.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go, set!
Back to throw. Howard. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready! Hawk 70, Hawk!
On the handoff, it's Shipley. Good blocking to the 15. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal. They'll go big. 3 tight ends in the formation for 1st and goal.
70 Timberwolf!
Now this looks like a design run, and he will take it in himself. Sam Howell, touchdown Philadelphia. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Makes the score Bengals 13.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is taken in at the goal line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Motion the slot man left. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
The tight end, Fant, in motion. On the zone read, it's a give to Brooks. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Chloe, and I'm chop you up with the Honda Crusher. I don't really wanna go. I just tell them no, then I'm leaving with a bell.
Viking 18! Let's go!
They'll look to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Adoree Jackson gets a hand on it to make the play.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. Talk things over before third down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
3rd and 10.
Here we go, set! Right ball leading!
He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. Oh, the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in. But this is going to go down as a big loss on the play. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one.
Previous play is under review.
At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble.
60 Bison! 60 Bison!
They'll try and run it with Brooks. He is going to have a Bengals first down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10.
Here we go! 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! Take over!
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It can continues now with first and goal.
Cincinnati.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
This has been some kind of march downfield now, and they pay it off with 6. It's first and goal. Brooks will take it in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals move back to within 1.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Bengals 20.
Time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here is Shipley on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll throw with Howell. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. John Mechie was the intended target. It's 2nd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation, and instead he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Bengals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Let's go.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They'll look to set up the screen here. Ooh. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A run with Brooks. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Smile Mullin on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Over the middle, that's Burton. Second down, they need 7.
At the Eagles' 33-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
4-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top.
Still second down.
Now for Brooks. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple yards short of the marker, and it'll bring up third down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
For the field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals will take the lead here in the third quarter.
Job number one on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike, but 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down side of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. For Shipley, finding room at the 35, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. But even 20 yards, impressive start to this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive. How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line. And next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is Shipley. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Open man, right side. He's got it. So it's time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60.
He's got room at the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Shipley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Wilson off the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, go!
They'll give it here to Shipley. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Powell. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
A 32-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. The Bengals offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Rocco 80.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Burton. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard
It's a
line.
gain of 10.
It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick 1st down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 biceps. Ready?
On the ground, it's Brooks. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 12 then. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Slot man in motion left. He'll drop to throw. That's caught by Brooks. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 10.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
Set. Head to 60.
That one into the hands of Hill.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Send a man in motion right. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
He was brought down by Sidney Ball. A loss of the guard on the play. And it's third down.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 70 left.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's the tight end sample. 13 yards on that pass play, and the Bengals going to have a first down.
Shut up. 60 Eagles, 60.
They'll look to throw again. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jermaine Burton, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. Give it up the middle to Brooks. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. It brings up 3rd down.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Pick up on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
In the parking lot, I was looking for keep my number locked. I'm on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, but loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost your mind. Ready to see podcast fine. I can see from the front in the new Air Force, so don't have to.
So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. A run, and it's Brooks as we begin the 4th quarter. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropping for the loss of a yard.
We spent so much time by talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
We'll go once more with Brooks. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This one caught at the 4. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defense...
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Todd Brooks, touchdown Cincinnati. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So a big play coming up for the Bengals. as they will indeed try to tack on two.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack two more onto their lead.
Eagles 24.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Hey.
Drive will start on the ground, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
Ready. Rock roll 80. Let's go.
Here's Howell. They'll try to set up the screen here with Shipley. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
1st down, here's Shipley. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no goal.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Howell. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
The Bengals take over.
Bengals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and the pass falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The tight end Fant in motion. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
It'll be a pickup of 10 It's a Cincinnati first down.
And the Bengals first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
They run out of the gun with Brooks. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The Bengals out and ready to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Eagles offense ready to get back to work.
So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. So much the mic. That's characters, not even good actors. Let's go be a house.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60, baby.
On the handoff, it's Shipley. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Now it's Howe. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Here's Howell out of the pistol. Open man is Mechie. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Hawk 70. Hey, check motion man.
Now a give up the middle. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Tag. Cowboy 80. Take go.
Once again, they'll give it to Shipley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
To throw is Howell. Oh, that's swung out wide and intercepted. He gets free inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get two pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
McPherson now for the PAT. Extra point is blocked.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the set. Let's go. Go.
The zone read, it's a give to Shipley. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 5.
Come on, set.
Another carry here for Shipley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
70 Lions.
Throwing is Howell. And this ball incomplete on third down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Back to throw. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And he is going to score a pick six for the touchdown. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
And now you get the pick six, and right on the heels of that, the offense comes out to go for two.
The Bengals will line up for their
They're going to try to run it in. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for two. The lead remains right where it is.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that can also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it.
I promise you, that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Cougar 19.
He'll look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That's incomplete. Gary Call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. Another try with Brooks. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
Throwing now on third and long. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
McPherson picking off for Cincinnati.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Here is Shipley on the return. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinals, go.
They'll begin here on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll throw with Howell. Short pass there, and he's got Branson. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Talk things over before third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 6.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Okay, ready?
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Go! 70 Lions. Take it to him. Check out.
A carry here for Shipley. Whoa! And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Here's your timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Set. 70 Timbers.
They'll look to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Here's Shipley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Set it.
He completes this one to Mechie. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one swung out wide to Shipley.
So there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think like they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Philadelphia.
And the Eagles, first down.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Philadelphia, good night.